There we go. Hello and welcome back. I don't even have my stream open. Hopefully it's live. Looks like it is. I'll say yay because other people seem to like Morrowind, I don't know. I'll just put a back in chat. Edit stream info, right. Best change this to Morrowind. Oblivion failed me, so back to Morrowind. And I won't bother changing my go live notification because I've already gone live. Morrowind category, there we go. Remove Oblivion, put in Morrowind, done. There we go. We should all be set up. I think I'm going to make a new character because on Oblivion I was going to make casts his spells. I think I'll try do that on Morrowind as well. And we'll let this cutscene run because I haven't let it run in forever. A prisoner born on a certain day to uncertain parents was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was to play in that nation's history. In a world. To the east, to Morrowind.
To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Many fall, but one remains.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
Are you okay?
Stand
Hello, Jib.
There you go.
Our bestest friend and the saviour of Morrowind. My name is casts his spells. I can type, I promise.
Not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
Let me just, I think my screen is not quite centered. Control D. Now it's centered. Because it's not fully full screen, it's a little bit off, but I think that'll be fine. OBS Studio is not responding. Yes, it is. Thank you. Oh my god, am I just in computer problem? is it just a day of computer problems now? He's had a rough day. He's had one too many cigarettes, I think. Yeah, this is the actual voice of Dark Elves.
You better do what they say.
You better do what they say. Yes, welcome. If anybody hasn't seen Morrowind before, welcome to Morrowind, my favourite game of all time. And there's a bit of a story behind that, which I don't mind saying. I got kicked out by my parents when I was 17, and I had a tiny little, one of those netbook computers, very cheap little thing. It was an Advent 4211, PC World's own brand laptops, and it ran this perfectly fine.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
So I spent a lot of time playing Morrowind. And I think this still looks amazing. It's got that same charm as Phantasy Star, where it's polygonal models, nice sharp textures. I mean, this is OpenMW, the engine re-implementation.
Head down to the dock and it'll show you to the census office.
And you might recognise that voice actor from the game I was just playing, because it's the same voice actor.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
I will tell you where. I am an Argonian. This time around. What faces do we have? Not many. I'll go with that one. I kind of like the two ears. Them ones. I think that's cool. Cool lizard. We are 75% resistant to disease. We are completely immune to poison. And because we're a lizard, we can breathe underwater.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in.
Yeah, we'll fit right in the nation that frequently, you know, enslaves Argonians and Khajiit. Yes. I don't know what that emote is, but it looks like a raptor. How do I go third person on this one? I cannot remember. In fact, I might not be able to because I'm in the starting area. Ah, yes.
Yes, we've been
I love his
expecting
squeak.
you'll have to be recorded
Ah,
before
yes.
officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Thank you. I will fill out the forms myself. We'll stick with Adventurer because, you know, I always class Kilniath as my Nerevarine. Our specialisation is going to be magic this time. Our favourite attributes are going to be intelligence and willpower. So that's maximum fatigue. See, personality would genuinely be useful in this one. If I was playing Kilniath, I would put personality as one. Ability to resist magic. Starting health. Yeah, that will be good if people get up to us and start punching us, but I think we kind of have to stereotypically go intelligence and willpower. Our first major skill will be destruction. We would like to destroy people. Our second will be restoration, because we would like to heal ourselves. Ooh, Ellie. Are you there, Ellie? Should I go unarmoured or light armour? Because light armour will still reduce my chance to cast, will it not? So I think unarmoured, if I'm wearing like a robe or something, I can use alteration magic to cast stone skin, for example, and then therefore have some armour, I think. So with that said, I'll probably go destruction, restoration, alteration, conjuration, because I would like to summon things, and then unarmoured, I think. Reduce injury during combat while not wearing any armour by evading, deflecting, or absorbing blows. Better defended wearing no armour at all than they are when wearing armour. I think that makes sense, going unarmoured. Minor skills, we will pick illusion, because we might as well get all of the spells on there. Alchemy, because we can make some potions. And then mercantile should help us. And enchant, actually, yeah, I forgot about enchant. Yeah, I'll pick that, and we'll change the name to spellcaster. Spellcaster, okay.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign.
And what would that be? I will pick... so we do get Mara's Gift on this one, and the Turning Undead. The Mage gives us 45 maximum magicka, 0.5 times our intelligence. Atronach can be useful, because we would actually absorb spells cast at us, and we would absorb the magicka, but we would have stunted magicka. There isn't magicka regen on this, so I'm not massively sure how that would work. I mean, Steed is just lets you be a bit faster. We don't want 100% weakness to fire. That would be not nice. Fire agility. What if I maximum magicka? Your bat got stuck in the content delta stream. Stuck? You can't get stuck. You mean you were enjoying the content delta stream and the awesome content that they provide, that Math provides, all the help and advice. Yeah, I noticed he replied to you in the Discord. Hopefully he's helped somewhat, although I think you've managed to find a solution yourself. We're just trying to pick what star sign to have on this new character who is going to be a spell slinger. I think it might just be boring and go mage.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
I shall. We are called casts his spells. We are an Argonian, a spellcaster, unborn under the sign of the mage. We've only got 35 health, so avoid death. But we do have a healthy amount of magicka. Yeah, I think that looks alright. So we've now got a stats menu. And on this game, to bring up the menu, you right click. So we'll get us release papers. Take them. And then what we are also going to do is this expensive limeware platter over here. This is how everybody starts the game of Morrowind, because it's worth 650. So you steal it, your crime gets reported, but time is paused when you're in the menu. So you put it back, get yelled at, because they'll let your actions go for now. But this is now not owned by anybody. So we can pick it up again. And we've got 650 worth of stolen goods. And I'm pretty sure everybody who's played Morrowind starts the game out like that. And I take it a bit further. I like to take absolutely everything from the inside of this place. Because you never know what you'll find in random bags and storages. Look, we'll even take the buckets as well. Because we've got Note to his name at the moment. We've got just a little shirt. Hey, we can go third person now, though. This is one of my favourite things about Morrowind. The fact that Argonians and Khajiit actually walk like the, are Argonians and Khajiit. They actually have a different walking animation to the rest of the races. Plus, they can't wear helmets because their ears will get in the way. They can't wear shoes because their feet are a bit too big. They can wear open face helmets, but not traditional closed ones. So we'll just, empty this place out. Take all the alcohol in the bottles. Take all the stuff that's in there, which includes some ingredients. We'll even take the pieces of paper. Every single little helps. Well, saying that, I shouldn't need to buy too much, because if I'm going spellcasting, which I've never done before, by the way, no idea how this will go. I've always kind of defaulted to being a fighter in Morrowind. We should have picked up a lockpick, so we can attempt to pick this level 1 lock. I mean, there we go, we did it. Got a few gold coins. Excellent. See, doesn't take half an hour to load the outside on this one. Not just because it's an old game, but get that ring of healing. And we can now do magic. Ooh, so we've actually got Bound Dagger by default, which is cool. Got a 95% chance of casting that spell. Got Fire Bite, that's a touch spell. Got a healing spell. Got Shield. Summon Ancestral Ghost. Water Breathing. And Water Walking as well. Nice. So we'll talk to the captain. He's going to tell us what we are here for in Morrowind. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Celis Gravius, but my background is not important. I am here to welcome you to Morrowind. Thanks. His background is that he is a knight-errant of the Imperial Legion. And we are in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from the Emperor Uriel Septim. Hey, we've just been chatting with him. Emperor Uriel Septim the 567th himself. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Corsades in the town of Balmorra. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Corsades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you, and a dispersal to your name. So we've got some directions to Caius, we've got a package for Caius, and 87 gold. It's a very specific amount. But yeah, in Morrowind, this is how we converse with people. We can ask them various keywords and get various responses in return. We can also persuade people, but yeah, the persuade minigame on this one is hit and miss. It's not as easy as it would have been on Oblivion. But yeah, anyone new to the game, if you picked up the directions, you can put it on your character. You can see we've been given these directions and a package of documents. Do not show them to anyone. Do not attempt to read the documents. The package has been sealed and your tampering will be discovered and punished. Ooh. Follow these directions. Proceed to the town of Balmorra in Vardenfell district. Report to a man named Caius. Yeah, they don't know where he lives, but if you ask around at the South Wall Corner Club, people there will direct us. And I think... I know it doesn't actually tell you where to go. So what you would have to do at this point is kind of go out and ask. In fact, he'll probably know. Balmorra. Balmorra is north of Sedernin. The road passes Pelagiad village and Fort Pelagiad. Crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmorra. The South Wall Corner Club is in southeast Balmorra on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Elone the Scout at Arilli's Trade House here in Sedernin. But take my advice. You're new here, take the Silt Strider to Balmorra. Fast, cheap, safe. Cross the bridge and head east. Can't miss it. So yeah, instead of having map markers and, you know, floaty object things above people's heads, back in my day when we played Morrowind, we had to talk to people and find directions as self and refer to as actual journal to remember what we're doing and how to get there and stuff. So this is Fargoth, who says that he's lost a ring. And yeah, he swears one of the guards had it. He had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. And it's an engraved healing ring, like the one we picked up. So we'll give him his ring back, because we actually get a discount at the trade house. That's creepy, Fargoth. This is why nobody likes you. Because he's got a feeling we're about to become very close. Considering I'm an Argonian as well, that's... yeah, not in Morrowind. So this is Arilli, our first person where we can actually trade stuff. So we are going to sell everything other than the important stuff. In fact, I might as well keep the lockpick. We'll sell the shoes because we can't wear them. Sell them. Sell some bread. Crab meat. How much gold has he actually got? He's got 800. Can I like tap enter? Yeah, I can. We want to keep the package. So we'll sell everything but... And yes, you can actually sell quest items, which is dangerous. You can also kill main quest characters on this one. There's his limeware platter going. That's going to give us a decent amount of gold. And we will ask for a little bit more, see if that works. It does. Spells. Let's see what spells he sells. Ooh, they're all quite expensive. Spark. Shock damage on target, so that's a ranged one. We'll pick that up. Resist Magicka 10% for 5 secs. 45 luck. Frost damage on touch. Fireball. 43 gold pieces? Yeah, go on then. Sanctuary on Stealth. I can't remember what Sanctuary does, but it's cheap. We'll get it. We're not going to get that one though. That's bloody expensive, that spell. There we go. So we've got some actual spells that'll help us now, including a Fireball. It's kind of a nice basic spell. I should probably save it actually. Casts his spells. Sanctuary makes you slightly harder to hit. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is literally the first time that I'm playing as a spellcaster in Morrowind. I've used spells before, but not as like a dedicated option. I wonder if we can fireball this mud crab. Boom. We can. He's almost dead. He's now dead. And it didn't cost too much magicka either. Nice. Doom, 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 doom. Also, does F5 quick save? It does. I like F5 quick saves. Yeah, so what you normally want to do if you're starting out, especially if you're brand new, over in that direction of town, there is a what's called a silt strider, that big bug creature there. They're essentially buses. The Dark Elves have got a way of like manipulating the creature's brain with these stalks that are in it, and they actually use it to fast travel you around the island. So the safest idea is to take that and head to Balmorra. But, you know, we kind of want to get some levels and stuff whilst we're out and about. We also want to take some mushrooms. First of all, because if we do the Mages Guild stuff, we're going to need some mushrooms. But also because alchemy is cool. So we will take all of the mushrooms we can carry. Oh, that's an ingredient as well, actually. I imagine it's possible to get quite powerful as a spellcaster in this game. And I'll just quick save again because we are about to enter here and get started on. That missed. Oh wait, she's a dark elf. Of course she's resistant to fire. Let's use spark. That's better. I feel like the Emperor. It's casting lightning. Might as well take everything. We can sell it. Let's see if we can just heal up. There we go. Oh, I don't have anything to restore magicka actually. Oh, this is dangerous actually. If I rest, are we going to get the Dark Brotherhood starting on us? Right, enemies nearby. Rest until healed. No. Cool. We can continue. Yeah, Dark Elves are resistant to fire, so my fire spell won't actually work against Dark Elves. But my electrical spell will. And there is another spellcaster down here, actually. Ooh. And he casts a very painful spell. Oh, dead. That didn't go well. I was not effective at dodging. Because we don't have a lot of health. Let's wait for him to get centralised. Why is he getting so close? You're not making it easy for me to avoid you. There we go. He's dead. And we failed at casting again. But we will steal his robe. Seeing as we're a spellcaster. Feels more appropriate wearing a robe. And we'll head up here and free some slaves. Because this is what the Dark Elves like to do to beast folk in this time period. Have them working in mines and stuff. So we'll let them go free. There we go. Everybody is free. How's your download going, Ellie? Getting any closer? Now the next character does throw throwing weapons at us. Although she seems intent on stabbing instead. Which is fine because she's actually missing. There we go. That was easy. Yeah, she normally throws these throwing stars at me. So I'm surprised she actually came all stabby. Scroll of Unduce's Unhinging. So that will open locks for us. What weight are we on? Oh, we've got tons of space. We can take everything. I should have probably bought some cheap restore magicka potions. But it's okay, we're still near town. We'll take the moon sugar, because that sells for a fair bit in certain circles. Take all these ingredients. Ingredients are good. Yeah, I am completely out of magicka. I mean, I think I get a bonus to hand. I'm sure I can take a rat. Because I think there are rats in the rest of the cave. Oh no, this is underwater. Oh, somewhat underwater. Yeah, that bit's opening up. So we will cast water breathing. Does it actually cost magicka on this one? Can't remember. But we can now breathe underwater. That is our lizard ability. And there is a skelly bob here. Standard rising force potion. Nice, that will be useful. That lets us levitate. Levitation is very useful in certain areas of the game. Where's the ledge? I can't get on it. Yeah. Oh, there's the rat. Surely we can hand-to-hand a rat. Surely. I don't think we're actually... Oh, we have to drain its stamina first, don't we? Before it drains my stamina. Yeah, Morrowind uses dice roll combat, so there is percentage chances to hit and stuff like that. Look for the thief ring among the mushrooms. Ooh. I shall. Once I have either dealt with this rat or the rat has dealt with me. Not sure which way this will go, actually. Yeah, we're levelling up a hand-to-hand skill at least. Yeah, I really should have got some restore magicka potions. Come on. We may have to flee from a rat. Might be the sensible idea. No, not that. Gold, gold, gold. Where is ring? I cannot see ring. Ring is very small. Can take some mushrooms. Wait, I wonder actually, do any of them have restore magicka? Because if they do, I might be able to eat the actual ingredient. No, don't look like it. At the base of the long stalk, look for a black circle with a slight shimmer. It's so hard to see. Oh, yeah, I see it. Thief ring. Ah, nice. Fortify attribute, agility, speed and personality for 30 seconds. Cast when used. Cool. Thanks for that, Ellie. Yeah, we'll leave that rat because he's gonna beat us up. I don't want to be beat up by a rat. Not particularly, anyway. But I think this should just lead back to this area. And then there is one more bit we can check. Do I still have water breathing? No, I don't. Can I even cast water breathing? No. So could I actually potentially drown? I could. I don't think there's much here other than the skeleton's inventory. I think he's got fishing pole, that, corpse. Yeah, he's got some bone meal. There we go. Try not to let the Argonian... No, it's not free. It costs 5 magicka, so can't actually cast it at the moment. But I don't think there's... If there is out else there, I don't think there's anything massively important. Unless you know otherwise, of course. But I think we've basically got the bone meal, essentially, and some random crap. So let's get out of here, get back to town, sell us stuff, get some actual restore magicka potions so that we're not constantly running out. I mean, I did mention when I was playing Oblivion, obviously the health regen is kind of... I don't feel great about it having health regen. But on the flip side, I can see how, unlike Morrowind, for example, where you don't have health regen, and you don't have magicka regen either, there is no kind of convenient way of healing yourself. So you do have to kind of pre-plan what you're going to do. Like, it probably wasn't a very smart idea for me to go in there without any form of healing or restoring my magic. Go ahead, stranger. Also, while it's night time, there is another quest I could do here. Let's barter with Aurelia again. Oh, hello, barter. Oh yeah, I picked up the moon sugar, didn't I? Let's just drop that there. Did I pick up any skooma? I did. There we go. Now he should trade with me.
Feel free. Talk at your leisure.
Yeah, refuses to trade with you until you put his the illegal stuff on the floor. Oblivion is at 27%. Wow. Yeah, their servers are getting absolutely hammered. Everybody wants to play Oblivion. I want to play Oblivion, but it doesn't want to play. It's annoying because I went on Steam and I've requested the refund and it said I was eligible, but it did say playtime 2 hours. Now, if they do come back and say, oh no, you've played it for too long, I am going to be like, hold on a minute, it took half an hour of pre-cached shaders. So, technically I've only played it for an hour and a half, but they're generally quite good with that kind of thing. Also, you need to get the Mentor's Ring. It's in a tomb near Falling Guy. Oh, is that the tomb where you sent me and Vector that time online when we were playing multiplayer and I may have drowned? I remember us going to some cave. Ash yam. Oh wait, why am I selling ingredients? I want to keep them. Did I sell other ingredients? No, it was just potions. Well, beer. You can have a fishing pole. You can have some goblets. I'm keeping the soul gem. Yeah, I have some pillows. I have a basket, a bottle, a bowl, a cloth, a cup, and a partridge in a pear tree. Right, magic. I would like some cheap restore. Oh, does he not have them? Skull of Vitality, restore health. Restore fatigue. Ooh, interesting scrolls. Very expensive though. Summon skeleton. Heartwise. No, he doesn't have any restore. Magicka. That's a shame. Okay, maybe we couldn't have been prepared. He doesn't have enough gold either. What I'm trying to sell him. What about Misk? Does he have that? How about miscellaneous? I mean, he's got a mortar and pestle. Value 100. We'll take one of them. Maybe we can... make some potions. It's near there. The ring is great for early game. Excellent. I like good for early game. We'll just do that. We've lost out on some money, but at least we're not carrying a lot of random crap. And we can now make some potions if we find some ingredients. I just need some restore magicka ingredients, ideally. Buy probes. Good shout, actually. Yeah. We will recover some gold from Thargoth's hiding place, because Thargoth was being creepy to us. Barter. Misk. Is Journeyman's the cheapest? 0.75, I think it is. Well, it's the only one it sells anyway. There we go. Do you... No, she doesn't do anything interesting. So, Thargoth will now attempt to stash his money in his little hidey hole. And in order to discover his hidey hole, we want to climb on top of the lighthouse so that we've got a good view of the place. Also, when I was younger, the first thing I did anytime I played this game was kill this character. For no other reason than I wanted to live in the lighthouse. Because stuff that you drop on the floor and that doesn't tend to despawn in Morrowind, so you can actually like move in practically anywhere. So it was my home for a while. There he is. There's Thargoth doing the little creepy walk. Also, one of my favourite things to do on this game is if you bring up the command console and do TWF, it puts the game in wireframe mode, so you can see how all of the buildings and everything are constructed. I just always found that super cool, like seeing all of the individual triangles that made up the game. But that's just me. I remember older games like, I think Quake and Turok and Armor Irons and stuff, even on the N64, they used to have cheat codes where you could toggle wireframe mode, or I think they called it paint mode. Painting mode or something like that, where everything became white and it just showed the wireframes of everything. So it kind of looked like an ink sketch or something. It's always fascinated me, like, how games are put together. Oh, we get a little cinematic camera, because I didn't move the mouse. Get some nice calm Morrowind music. And Thargoth is lingering there, which says to us that that is his hidey hole. So we should be good to go down and collect. I mean, if you are frugal on this game and you do kind of pinch everything, I mean, I've got 910 gold at the moment. It's not too hard to make money on this one. I mean, it's easy to make money on Oblivion and Skyrim, but it's not too much harder on this. There we go. Got his money, got a lockpick, and that engraved ring of healing that we gave back to him, which is now back in our possession. And we'll make much better use of it. Also, I think enchanted items passively recharge on this game. Maybe it's an OpenMW thing, I'm not sure. Use Creeper or the Mudcrab Merchant, yeah. So Creeper and the Mudcrab Merchant, they buy things for like the best rates as far as I believe, and they've got the... why am I talking to him? They've got like the most money in the game to sell things. Or to buy things from you. There you go. You found his hiding place? That's great. Tell you what, I'll give you 100 gold and you can keep anything else that you've found in there. Thanks for your help. That's my impression of a nod. This is a grand day. Greetings.
Make it quick.
Can we actually rent a bed here? Because it would be nice to just rest. I don't think there are any. Oh, maybe. Can I? No.
Okay, I'm listening.
Unless Aurelia has beds. No, don't look like it.
I do
My time
enjoy
is-
a
Might just have to rest outside of town. And then we will start making our way to Balmorra.
Go ahead, stranger.
Go ahead, stranger. Because we want to walk there. Because it is a levelling opportunity. Need to get a bit further away. No. No. Let's just go back over here. This should be far enough away. Until healed. Way, we didn't get started on. That was lucky. Yeah, when resting outside of towns, you can get started on by various things. So Spark is 2 to 20 points of damage. In 5... Ah, so they're the same. But I do have a better chance of casting Fireball, actually. And it costs less than Spark. So we'll equip that as his main damage dealing spell, unless we're up against Dark Elves. We'll take some more mushrooms on the way. Also, I know the Oblivion music is iconic and memorable, but there's something about the Morrowind soundtrack that's just very grandiose. Grandois? I don't know how it's pronounced. The fact that you've got all the trumpet and drums and everything always makes me quite happy. We want some of these. A nice bit of brash. Brash? Oh my god, I cannot speak. Bit of brass. Brass and drums. Bungler's Blade. I did want some Hyperphagia, but okay. It seems it doesn't want to give me any. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be heading the other way out after that ring you mentioned. Plus I can probably find the tax collector as well. Because somebody has done something to the tax collector. Dum dum dum. Yeah, anybody who hasn't played Morrowind, you're about to see one of the most uniquely useful items / scrolls that you can get in the game. Because they can certainly come in handy. They certainly have their uses, but they are also very risky to use. As I found out the first time I played Morrowind, and I ended up in Solstheim. Or at least very near to Solstheim, which is the DLC area. Probably not the best place to go when you're fresh off the boat. You know what, I don't think I need stamina that much since I'm casting magic, so I can probably run around a bit. We'll attack some more crabs. Why not? Get some destruction level ups. I wonder if any of these do restore magic yet. Water walking, personality, strength, fatigue, health. Health is good. Agility, poison, luck, intelligence, no. Is there out you're aware of, Ellie, that restores magicka ingredient wise? That I should keep an eye out for. Oh, I failed. It's not very good. I don't like failing on 95% chance spells. Bear with you, no worries. Oh, I've got a Quama Forager starting on me. Uh-oh. Don't paralyse me. Wait, no, that's Scribs, isn't it, that paralyse? There we go. Oh, I didn't drop out. Yeah, I'm already on half magicka, so if I can brew some potions. In fact, I think Falling Guy might have some. Conberry and frost salts. Ooh, frost salts. Yeah, they're not going to be the easiest thing to acquire. So as we head over here, we should start to hear a noise. A very unhappy noise. And there is a book on the floor. Oh no! Somebody just fell from the sky. So if we read his journal, he believes he may have found the correct formula for the spell he's developing. With it, he'll be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the service. If all goes well, he'll test out the new spell tomorrow. He believes he's worked out all of the possible complications. It will allow him to leap great distances, covering many hundreds of miles. Never before has one been able to travel in this manner, vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, all without that terrible disorientation of a spell of flying. The time is almost upon me. My research is finished, and all of my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this. We'll see who laughs after I leap from the top of their towers and scream out my success. Yeah, didn't go too well for him, did it? But he has a spark sword. He has a Colovian fur helm, which I can actually wear. He's got a fancier robe that we will take. And he has these scrolls of Icarian flight, which fortifies your acrobatic skills by 1,000 points. From him, head to the coast slightly northwest. Will do. Yeah, north, never eat shredded wheat, northwest, that way. Yeah, I will just quick save and kind of show this though, for anybody who hasn't seen it before. In fact, that's the wrong one. It's that one. So these scrolls, if we cast them and jump, we can now soar through the sky. But the problem, as he found out, is that you also what goes up must come down. It just so happens that I've come down in some water, so that worked out quite well for me. In fact, am I in cool now? I think I am, aren't I? Yeah, so I've travelled from basically there all the way over there. And I'm pretty sure the first time I did it, I must have been up in that part of the... I must have been trying to get to Solstheim, because I remember jumping all the way there. Now, to be fair, Ellie said slightly northwest, so I probably don't want to jump that far. But yeah, those scrolls are a blessing and a curse. So we are going northwest. I don't want to go up there though, do I, Ellie? I want to stick to the coast. I don't think I want to go into the caldera. Ooh. Oh, you're not hostile, are you? Here's the coast. Well, that's kind of south, actually. Although there is a tomb here. Be this the tomb you be mentioning? That's the one. Excellent. Are we about to die horribly in here, though, Ellie, as a level 1 character? Are there bone walkers and ghosts and spooky spoos? There is a ghost. Oh, I did kill it. I didn't need to cast a third one. We can get some... we can't get some ectoplasm because it's not dropped ectoplasm. Shouldn't be too bad. Maybe 2 ghosts and a skeleton. Oh, I've got a new scroll. What's in his urns? Bone meals. Yeah, spooky, spooky noises. I've always loved that on Morrowind. It's got some cool dynamic sound. Hello? Can hear something. Something's growling. Ooh, a small chest with nothing in it. Take that, take that. What's this one? Hellfire. Ooh. Weakness to fire, fire damage 10 to 100 points. That might come in useful when I run out of magic in a second. Yeah, I'll just quick save because I might get my ass handed to me. Oh, yeah, there's another ghost. Oh, no, it didn't die. Now he's died. Can I have your ectoplasm? I can. Modify agility. Ooh, crash fibre. Good thing I saw that. Got an urn. Fortify health potion. Nice. Urn labelled Lawn Brinny, and that is trapped. Okay. And that chest is locked. Now, I don't think I'll actually be able to lockpick this. Oh shit. I definitely don't want to fireball it. It's not that kind of game. I mean, there's probably a very slim chance of me lockpicking, because I didn't pick a lockpick as a skill. I do have a scroll of Unduce's unhinging, which I could use, but... Fail. 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 Oh my god. That's what I like about percentage chance-based things. Oh wow. Wow. Common ring. Open the urn, the key is in it. Is that all that's in the urn? Well, you know, we leveled up. Leveled up as... wait, that's 0.5. That's 0.75, so that's the cheaper one. Right, let's try and untrap this with our pathetic security skills. As we've just seen, there may be a chance that we do it. We did it. The security skill increased to 6. Yeah, key to the chest, which had just a random ring in. Ashes of Lord Brinny. I mean, we don't... Do we need his ashes? I don't think we do. Mentors... Fuck... Jesus. Value 8,000. Constant effect. Fortify intelligence and willpower. Wow. That's nice. Well, I think we'll swap that for the thief ring. Because that's a... Kind of like unequip that. There we go. Hey, that's cool, that. Cheers for that, Ellie. Got some fancy stat booster now. And a very expensive ring. Yeah, so this shrine over here, I believe we can make a donation and receive a blessing that would cure if there was bone walkers that had cursed us in here. That would restore us stats. I'm going to have to rest again just to get my stamina, my magicka back up. And hopefully not get... Oh, no, we did get interrupted. But at least it was by a rat and not the Dark Brotherhood. I mean, it does mean we've used even more magicka, but hey. Yeah, when you have the DLC for Morrowind, which anyone who buys the game nowadays will have the DLC... The Dark Brotherhood like attacking you when you go to sleep. Ugh, like that. Oh, and he's a Dark Elf as well, isn't he? Balls. We need to use Spark. You know what? We'll use Summon Ancestral Ghost, actually. If I can cast it. There we go. Ghost, kill him. Ghost, please. I don't have enough magicka. Ah. Ghost, please. Can I use fire bite? How much magicka do I actually have? I have 1. 1 point of magicka. Oh no. I mean, I could use a scroll of hellfire, but that seems a bit overkill. Ghost. Ghost, please. Ghost. Kill him. There we go. And our journal has been updated. Wow. This is a ghost versus a little worm creature. How are you doing, worm creature? Ah, now it's dead. Thank you, ghost. I appreciate that. That didn't have anything. But yeah, these Dark Brotherhood assassins actually put a journal entry in. Do not know who wishes me dead, but the attack should probably be reported to a guard. That's what starts the Tribunal DLC. And it's also a way to get some very expensive armour pieces, because they're not too hard to kill, in all fairness. But yeah, they will harass you every now and then. Well, hey, we rested, and it's daytime. Nice. Let's take some more. How we do? Oh, we've got tons of carry capacity. I'm so used to not having carry capacity because I'm normally carrying heavy armour around. I do want to get like a stone skin spell. You know what? There's fire bite. No, it does actually cost. That is cheaper using the fireball. Take that. Right, now we shall continue heading to Balmorra. In fact, no, the tax collector should be somewhere around here. Because if you speak to some of the NPCs in town, they will say that a tax collector went missing. Also, I'm pretty sure there's a pearl oyster down there, although there are also slaughterfish. Slaughterfish named because, you know, they are fish that like to slaughter. I'm guessing I can't cast Fireball, but can I cast Spark underwater? No. What about the touch spell? Wait, where even is it? Oh. Did it go? Fish? Oh shit, there's 2. Oh, that works. Hey, destruction skill increasing. Excellent. What do these have? Drain personality. So can make people miserable using them ingredients. Yeah, that's the cave that me and Vector went in and drowned. Or I drowned at least. Ah, no pearls. No pearls for me. I should be able to change... Yeah, I can change weapons with that button. And then fireball, yeah. I knew there was a way of doing it. With keyboard keys. Oh my god, what's a cliff racer doing down here? That's terrifying. Cliff racer, go back north. You're not supposed to be down this neck of woods. Maybe this is what killed the tax collector. Da, 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 da. I won't do the higher notes because my voice will break. Oh, it's seen us. Hey, we got it. Drain willpower. Tackle. Wonder if any of them heal magicka. Drain strength. Hyperphagia. Take that. Another tax collector somewhere. Oh, hello. I might have to use that spell because it does more damage. Yeah. That works out better. Ingredients that heal health may slightly restore. If I have any. Restore health. Restore health, marshmallow. Yeah, it's... There we go, that's topped me health off. Is that where the tax collector is? I don't know, it looks suspicious. Let's investigate. And try not to get killed by slaughterfish. Or dreg. Behind me? What, where I've just come from? I'm just gonna have to run at the moment. I don't have any magicka. Right, it's just a island of mushrooms. Also, I've got it a third person because Morrowind also has another of my favourite things, which is the fact that when Argonians swim, they actually swim like a lizard should, rather than like a human. Also, I don't want to run out of stamina in the water because I'll probably drown, even as a lizard. Oh, there's a tomb here. Is that what was behind me? I don't think this is where the tax collector is, though, is it? I'm not really sure I can go in a tomb with no magicka. From the tomb, head south. Yeah, here's the tomb. That way is south. Directly south? Kind of looks very wet. Unless I'm just blind and I've overlooked him. Oh, the tomb I got the ring from. Ah, well, the question is, where is that now? That's the grotto. That's the tomb. Yes, I've probably gone past him. Went a bit too far south. I got distracted by a cliff racer. I was excited to see if a level 1 mage can take on a cliff racer. Yeah, this game's got some cool combat music as well. He's between the tomb and Seyda. Ah. Yeah, he's probably over that way a bit. I probably just went too far south. Because the tomb's over there. I'm pretty sure he's still connected to the mainland, but it's just one of these bits of terrain that's jutting out a bit. Or it might even be that little island. Oh no, he's there. He's there. I can see him. Can also see a fucking Kwama forager that I'm not going to be able to kill, but it's fine. Run away! Right, we will take the gold and the tax records and run away. Wait, these guys are going to follow me all the way back to fucking town, aren't they? Uh-oh. Nope. No. I'm going to have to take the water. Better the devil you know. Run away. Was it when you were streaming on Discord the other day, Ellie, where... Oh no, I think it might have been when Martin was streaming. He went to Solstheim and some of the guards actually attacked creatures. I don't remember that ever being a thing in Morrowind. I don't know whether it's just a Solstheim thing or... The guards will help. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought guards didn't help out in Morrowind. Right, let's ask about... Excuse me, guard. You say you've been attacked by... Yeah, that's that one. Murder of Processus Vitellius, the tax collector. Found his body. Well, it's up to you what to do with that information. I suppose that Socia Sigala at the Census and Excise Office would be the one to tell if that's your inclination. This guard just doesn't care. If you're that way inclined as you want to report a murder... Oh. Oh yeah, the guard is going to help. Wow. I don't know if it's maybe... I'm getting confused between the OG version and OpenMW or the Xbox version or what. I'm sure Gaz didn't used to help. Or maybe I'm just completely wrong. It happens more often than you'd think. Oh. What do you want? I want to tell you about the murder. Murdered? What a waste. Processus was a good man. I have been wondering why we hadn't heard from him for a few days. Still, these are dangerous times we live in, and these sorts of things will happen. Did you happen to find the tax money he'd collected? I'd hate to be so callous, but I do have a job to do. Nope. He didn't have anything on him. Yeah, figures. It's a shame that.
What do you want?
Nothing. I'm good, thanks. Goodbye. We don't need taxes for the Empire. I don't know, they might have been a good quest reward or something, actually. Does it stay in his quest list? Oh, it does. Damn it. I don't know if I can say anything to him again.
If there is anything I can do, I am humbly at your service.
Thanks, Fargoth, but no thanks. Yeah, I think we're going to have to talk to Foreign Glyneth. Foreign Glyneth? Who's that then?
Do I owe the honor?
Who's Foreign Glyneth?
It quick, Outlander.
Can we hurry this along?
Oh. He's a shack near Fargoth's stump. Gotcha. Oh wait, is this the guy Vector killed, actually? I remember when we played multiplayer, Vector went in a shack and... What do you want? Murder. That Fetcher, you're damn right I killed him, and a good thing too. He was skimming a load of money from all those honest people, overcharging us on the taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always flaunting his money around, showing off his new clothes and jewels, so I killed the bastard and left his body out there to rot, with all his ill-begotten gold still on him. I believe what you say. I'll say nothing to the authorities. Well, it's the truth. They've all been gouging us for years. The whole office is corrupt. I tell you, one of these days, they'll get exposed. I swear it. Here, though, this was his ring. Looks like his woman gave it to him. She should probably have it. She wasn't to blame in all this. Oh. Okay. Where's that gone? All. Common ring. Thief ring. Oh yeah, it's just a generic... Well, it's worth 240 gold. I guess we can find his missus somewhere. Hand the ring over. Yeah, I remember I was just doing... I don't know, probably buying some stuff, and I just heard Vector saying that he was killing some guy in a shack. Vondus Nucius, Elderfire. There's someone watching me, I can tell. Vargoth's house. Duena Theralis' house. Where is Vitellius? That's the surname I'm looking for, Vitellius. Lighthouse. Oh, is it? Okay. You can tell I've never done this quest before. I normally bugger off from Seydenine and crack on in Balmorra, doing all the Fighters Guild stuff. As if they lived in the lighthouse. As if it was the woman that I always normally steal the lighthouse from. Murder. Processor's ring. Oh, you found the ring I gave him. Thank you so much. Casts his spells. It's good to have something to remember him by, though I'll never see him again. Here, take this. He usually travelled with a couple when he was doing his job, but he didn't this last time. If only he had. 2 standard restore health potions. Useful. Nice. Also, if you talk to the guy Vidonius Nucius, you'll get a mini quest. Ooh. I'm sure I just saw that name. I'm so bad at remembering names on this game. That's what we have a journal for. Why is everybody, like, gathered around here? This is awful suspicious, everyone. Is it this guy? Yes. What do you want? If you're looking to get out of Seydenine, I'll be happy to give you a little advice. New here, take the Silt Strider and tell him that him sent me. Yep. Any rumours? My son was recently shipped up to Fort Frostmas on the island of Solstheim. Oh yeah, of course, that's the rumour for the DLC. Services. Your trade. Secret. Advice. Oh, are you meaning because he tells us to go to the Silt Strider, so we get a bit of a discount? Is that what the mini quest is? Or am I just doing something wrong? Talk to the lady. Oh, yes, actually. Yeah, you do, don't you? You tell her that he sent you. Viducius. He steers business now away, and I do him a little favour now and then, poor fellow. I don't think he's happy here in Morrowind, and our journal has been happy. Our journal? Oh my god, what is wrong with my brain today? Our journal has been happy. Our journal has been updated. So now we can go back and say, why are you unhappy? Yeah, it's coming back to me now. Oh, wrong button. Didn't mean to do that. Not happy here? In fact, no, I'm not. If I had 100 drakes, I'd be on the next boat to Narcissus. I came here to make my fortune, and all I've got is this cursed ring. Say, would you give me 100 drakes for it? The ring itself is worth more than that, but the enchantment is cursed, and no one will buy it from me. It has a nifty little enchantment that helps you run faster. Problem is, it sucks the blood right out of you every time you use it. Please, you'd be doing me a real favour. Go on, then. Yeah, I remember getting this ring before. Nucius's Cursed Ring. Cast when used. Damage health 10 points for 1 second, and Fortify Athletics 5 points for 60 seconds. So you trade off some health for a speed boost. Nice. I should probably play this game a bit more. I am due playing Morrowind. I tend to play it like once a year. Although I must admit, I think the past couple of years I just haven't. I should be in a place where I can rest. Rest until healed. Oh, nice. Miserable. British weather. Excellent. Now let's try head to Balmorra. Also, I love how if I look on my other monitor where OBS is, the game is fairly visible and bright. It is very dark on my actual monitor. Oh, you know why? It's because I thought everything looked better if I changed the black levels, so this monitor is actually unreasonably dark now. It made Switch games look better, with the black level being higher. Also, does spell chance does depend on your stamina as well. I just noticed the bar was a bit down, so I should probably not run and jump everywhere. Fatigue has an effect on everything. I know it has an effect on hit chance for melee characters, because Vector always runs around and drains his stamina and just flails his sword rapidly. I've always kind of like held the sword for a bit and then released, because I feel like it ups the chances of hitting things. But I didn't know it affected spells as well. Yeah, fatigue affects everything, yeah. See, I like that. I like that you have to be considered about how you actually like... Oh wait, I've got my touch spell, haven't I? That's fine, it should. It should almost kill it. Yeah, I like actually considering your resources. Like, do I run around everywhere because I can get there faster? Or do I take my time so that I've got fatigue, so that if anything starts on me, I can actually hit them? I mean, I'll still run a bit. Yeah, I think that's the Adrano tomb. That's the one we need for somewhere else. Drop bear wave. Thank you for the raid early, mate. Looks like you got everything working good again. No. I did not. I got outside of the sewers and was hit by a probably 60-second or longer loading screen, because my computer didn't enjoy that. And then it was running at like 15 FPS outside. This is on minimal settings. So, oh, and it also lost audio again as a result of that loading screen. So I gave up on that and decided we'll crack on with Morrowind for the remainder of the stream. Your brain didn't even realise. Yeah, they're so similar looking. Like, especially with the remaster and everything, it now looks like Morrowind. Yeah, no, just going back to Morrowind, you know, a game Mac PC can actually run. And we've just started. I've made an Angorian spellcaster called Casts His Spells, because I've never played a spellcaster in this, and Ellie's given me some awesome guidance. So I've now got various magical rings and things like that. Aye, Morrowind is the best game, in my opinion. Morrowind is my favourite game of all time. And I'm still learning stuff about it to this day. Including the fact that fatigue affects your chance to cast spells, which I genuinely didn't know. I knew it affected your chance to hit with swords, but yeah, having not played a spellcaster, I wasn't very aware of the fact it affected spells as well. You're tethered to Morrowind streams. Compelled to share knowledge. Maybe that's the secret summoning ritual for the Ellie. Just play a Morrowind stream and Ellie will appear and impart her knowledge. Also, why have I come the wrong way around to Pelagiad? Hello, fellow Argonian. Do you say anything interesting? Hey, come back. Background. He's an acrobat. Nerevarine Prophecy. Temple. Trade. Yeah, it doesn't have what interesting to say. Hey, Grinaldi, how's it going? Fatigue affects everything, even the prices at shops. Really? That is crazy if it affects prices. Wait, does it actually like... So I guess it like maybe impacts your mercantile skill and therefore affects prices, if that's the case? I'm just going to have to like walk everywhere, aren't I? Just no running. Spend the entire playthrough just walking casually. There's the bandit we need for somebody's quest, but we are going to get a bed. It's 10 gold, and we should be safe if we do that. And it could be daytime. I think considering the Oblivion streams was successful, potentially I'll be doing Elder Scrolls games too. Nice! Maybe should have a collab stream between you, me and Martin sometime. Funny you should mention that, actually. I was talking to Martin about potentially doing that whole stream together thing using Morrowind multiplayer, because the multiplayer mod works really, really well. Me and Vector, a friend, have been playing it, and I've got it set up on one of my servers. I mean, the server is located in London, so Whether that'll affect ping or anything like that, I'm not sure, but Vector is in the Philippines and he says he connects to it fine and there's barely any lag. So we'll rest till 9. Percentage of fatigue affects all skill users and prices are affected by mercantile. Ah, that does make sense actually. Oh shit, I'm stuck in the door. Also, I love how we can just go in here. Does this person have a quest?
Like to walk a fine line,
Oh
don't
no.
you?
Go away now. Okay, sorry. I had main character syndrome. I just thought I was welcome to enter every room. Any interesting rumours? Yeah, no interesting. I think I've spoken to everyone here before and not found any quests. I know that character's Thieves Guild, and he has the glove for the thief quest. But I don't think there's any actual quests here. You'll come back for her later. Ah. Yeah, I think when me and Vector were playing, I ended up getting lost in there because it's a bit of a maze. Also, I love how it's still raining. Would have been nice for it to, you know, stop raining. Yeah, me and Martin were talking about doing the stream together thing too. Though I hadn't decided on a game. Maybe we should have a Lulzy stream. A Canadian, Australian and a Brit walked into a skooma den. Oh yes, that is like the best possible title. I mean, there's tons of other like good old school RPGs as well, like Neverwinter Nights. I've set that up on a server in the past and played that multiplayer. That's a bunch of fun if you're Dungeons and Dragons inclined. I think it uses the 2nd edition or 2.5 edition rule set. No, wait. No, it's 3 and 3.5, isn't it? Oh, wait, no. I can't remember. It uses an old D&D rule set, but it's like real time with pause. Except not with pause if you play multiplayer for obvious reasons. But that's a good time. That's fun. There is the romance quest, yeah. There should be a woman on this road that we can get the glove from. Neverwinter Nights is 3.0, Neverwinter Nights 2 is 3. Yeah, that's why I'm getting confused. It's Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 that use 2.5, isn't it? I think. Which is also multiplayer, actually. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. The originals. Oh, damn, it's honestly been probably near 20 years since you last played Neverwinter Nights. Oh, that's another game I love replaying. I say replaying, I never actually complete any of the campaigns, but I did complete the base campaign once. I keep trying to do Shadows of Orentide and not committing to the playthrough. But if it was something we were going to stream multiplayer, that'd be, you know, a longer term investment, I suppose. Have you seen a bandit nearby? I must find him. Yes, I was just walking along here, minding my own business. Suddenly, a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf, a strong, dashing dark elf. He didn't harm me in any way, although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle, and he talked to me for what seemed like forever. What's that? Oh, never mind the jewels. I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming and funny. I simply must see him again. His name? Nellis Onmar, a name that will stay on my lips for eternity. Perhaps you can find him for me? Please, I cannot live without knowing if he could ever love me. I have nothing to offer you in return, but could you not help me for the sake of love? I will try to find this man, if only for love's sake. You'll try? Thank you, sir. I'm sure you'll be able to find him. He mentioned something about having to head north, so I imagine he might be found in Pelagiad. Please, if you find him, give him this glove for me as a token of my love. I'm certain he'll want to find me again. Oh, you're certain, are you? Jeez. Yeah, you could definitely be keen on that. Excellent. Yeah, I think the only thing we need to like figure out, first of all, is everybody's schedule in terms of like what we're streaming and when we've got a slot free. And second of all, the most fun of things, time zones. Because yeah, I'm in the UK, Martin's in what, Canada time, and you're in, I'm guessing you're on Australian time. So yeah, finding an appropriate time slot will be interesting. But I mean, I have the fair luxury of I only work like half of the day, just because of how things worked out. So I do have a fair bit of spare time. Like, this is actually quite late for me in the day in terms of streaming, so I could quite easily stream earlier if that works out. Or on certain days I could stream later as well. We shall have to see. Just hit level 54 on PSO and I've entered Very Hard Ruins. Ooh, nice. Is that your first Very Hard run? Or have you been doing Very Hard Mines and Caves and Forest? True, thankfully I'm at my normal time zone. Normal stream very early morning. Ah. Well, yeah, to be fair, I think when I watched your stream the other day, that was like around this time or a few hours earlier. I say this time. Mentally in my head, I'm still thinking it's a few hours ago when I started. But yeah, I think you were reasonably time. I know Martin tends to stream like what turns out to be 11 o'clock at night for me, which is a little bit late. But yeah, I mean, I've cancelled my Wednesday streams now because I was doing them a bit earlier just so I can raid a friend at the end of them, like the person who got me into Twitch to begin with as a viewer, never mind anything else. And it's led here, so as a bit of a thank you, I've been raiding him on Wednesdays, but because it's a bad time for the UK, I don't think that it's a good time, so I've kind of cancelled them now. So Wednesdays are freed up. You have what? How odd. She was a lovely young woman, but for what would she want with a rogue like me? She is beautiful, though, and seems sweet. For the first time in my life, I actually felt a little remorse for robbing someone. I should see her again. Here, take this. Tell her you have a note from Nelos. I must see her again. I won't forget this, friend. You know what? There is something about Morrowind that makes you want to voice act. Half of that wasn't even intentional. It was just the fact that I'm probably like catching it from Martin because I'm so used to him putting on voices. I kind of feel like I'm doing it now. You've been doing all the quests. Finish Basic Mines quest before you've finished up. Ah, that's what I tried to do in PSO, and then I encountered. I got to episode 2 and encountered a time-limited VR spaceship quest, and that was pain and suffering because Del Sabers. I don't like Del Sabers. Never mind on time-limited quests. Yeah, the annoying thing about attempting to do voices for characters, I forget what voice I've done for what character, so don't expect any consistency or continuity between them. I think I tried it on Xenoblade the other day, because some of the side quests on that don't have voices or anything, so I was making stupid voices up for these aliens. I just immediately forget what voice I've attempted to do. Oh, Kilniath, you mind if I add you to my friends pane? Link back to you from my about page. About page. God, I can't read today. Absolutely. If you want to do that, you are more than welcome to do so. To be fair, I could do with updating mine because there's a few people who are on there that aren't streaming anymore or not particularly streaming anymore. So I could do with keeping it a bit more up to date with all the new friends and awesome people that I've been connecting with. So I need to update mine as well. Does anyone know if the mod Voices of Morrowind is complete? I remember that from ages ago. The AI voiced NPC and we're about a third of the part done when you last checked about 2 years ago. Yeah, I remember somebody, I think it was on Reddit, they mentioned about Voices of Morrowind. Personally, it kind of... I'm not big on the idea of necessitating having the voices because I don't mind the way that Morrowind is presented, but it certainly makes things easier for people to access the game and get into it, I suppose. You discovered Soul of a Blacksmith has a ridiculously large amount of gigaboomers. Talos in Ultimate regularly have some of the best rare drops, so to have a good source is great for an offline player like you. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm getting to the point now where I watch Sky streams on PSO and I'm like, I can't remember half of the names of these weapons or where they drop from or what's any good and what isn't any good anymore. It's been a while since I played PSO now. All good, man. I forget my voices too. I'm pretty sure my Dunmer character in that 2.5 hour stream ended up having 3 or 4 different grungy deep voices. Yeah. You just got to lean into your inner golem a little bit and go, hello, I'm Tarkin. He gave you a letter to give to me? Wonderful. Thank you, sir. I knew that he cared. You know, you didn't have to do all this for me, and I really appreciate it. You're clearly a wonderful person. You should visit my friend Emusiet Brax in Teleroon. She is a wonderful person, and I think the two of you would get along famously. Also, can somebody spoil this for me, please? I have never, ever, ever been to Emusiet Brax in Teleroon. Does anything happen? Is there a quest? Is there a continuation of it? I honestly don't know, because I kind of get absorbed in the main quest. I always wonder about it at this point, because it stays in your journal, doesn't it? Yeah. She seemed overwhelmed. She suggested I visit her friend. I don't think I've ever visited her friend. You got a memory card with the download quests on it. You can play Tower. Nice. Wait, is Tower locked to the memory card? Interesting. 2 big health potions. Ah, okay. Yeah, I can't say I remember ever actually going there, because I think I get distracted. As soon as I get to Balmorra, it's Caius is like, go and do this guild and that guild. I get distracted down those paths, and then I get distracted by the main quest as well. Oh, random thought, does the Morrowind multiplayer mod allow other mods? I kind of want to try out that mod that unlocks the Morrowind mainland. That is a good question. So the Morrowind multiplayer mod, as far as I'm aware, it's less of a mod and it's more of a specific version of OpenMW. A version that is kind of built around being able to have multiplayer and, you know, send the actual character's position and stats and everything to the server and receive them in return. So theoretically, I don't know if you'd have to install the mods on the server as well, but I imagine if it's a mod that's compatible with OpenMW, it would be compatible with TES3MP, which is the name of the multiplayer project. So the answer is possibly, or potentially. I mean, TES3MP does use an older version of OpenMW. I think it's only one version behind, so it's not the most recent release. But yeah, it's just because the engine is, you know, more flexible than the original engine. I think that's how they've managed to get multiplayer working and why it works so well, because it's less of a mod and more of a feature that's been baked into the engine. Online only, but you could download them off the online mode. Ah, gotcha. I didn't know that. I thought it was just part of the game. That'd be pretty cool. Cool. That and rideable guars. Yes. Oh man, I mean, when I used to mod my Morrowind, I used to always go for survival mods. I was obsessed with like making it so that I had to find food and drink and sleep and stuff like that. I don't know why. I mean, I like survival games, so I don't like realism. He says, playing a game with mushroom trees. But yeah, every Elder Scrolls game I've always added the survival mods onto it. Oblivion had a really cool one. I think it was called Crafty Bits. And you could actually, like, if there was an anvil, you could place your sword on the anvil and then use the physics thing to whack a hammer against it to repair it. And you could bake bread and make all kinds of food and stuff. You can imagine how excited I was when I saw the Skyrim trailers and there was crafting built into the game. That definitely appealed to me. Ooh, he actually hit me with a paralysis, but it didn't last long enough. Squib jelly, yay! But yeah, Skyrim did tick quite a few boxes for me, but I don't know, I lean more into the RPGs that are numbers and stats based over perk points. I mean, I know there were still numbers in Skyrim, but Fallout 4 made me lose faith a little bit. I love Fallout 4, don't get me wrong, it's actually my highest played game on Steam in terms of hours. God knows how. But I don't want the Elder Scrolls game to become like Fallout 4 and by extension like Starfield, because I don't know, it's feeling less RPG. Although, you know, there's swings and roundabouts because it attracts more people to the genre, I suppose, if there's a few more action elements. And I don't at all think they should go back to dice roll systems like this, because this is definitely a product of its time. I personally enjoy it, but I know a lot of people wouldn't. But, you know, we've got games like Pathfinder, what's it called? Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous. They're good, fairly modern dice rolly based games. I mean, they're based off the Pathfinder thing. Shadowrun as well. I need to play that. Why? Scribs are good little boys and felt they are not aggressive. Yeah, you're not wrong. That was pretty cruel of me. I just wanted the stats. I just wanted to up my destruction magic. It is a problem. I'm sorry. I will attempt to do better. Casts his spells will rein in the spells. It's okay, because I've got a Colovian Fur Helm. So that makes everything better, doesn't it? Also, why am I not pressing the auto walk button? I'm just wasting repeatedly. Here we are, Balmorra, home. I've always considered this town like my actual home. And I do remember, like, when they announced the Vardenfell expansion to Elder Scrolls Online, just being able to come back here and see a familiar layout, the familiar building styles and everything. I know it's kind of the most... I think it were on Martin's stream, somebody asked which is his favourite town, and a lot of people aren't fans of Balmorra, but just the canal running down the middle and the fact that it's, you know, the first kind of place you head to, it's got the distinctive Dunmer architecture and everything. I really like Balmorra. Top tip, the strength of the spell does not affect the XP that you gain, so a cheap spell will give you the same XP as a powerful one. Yeah, first thing I usually do is gaining some way to travel faster. Well, that's what these boys are for. They let you travel pretty quickly, and the boats. Oh shit! Did I think I'd left my moon sugar and skoomer on the floor. Bollocks! I could have sold that to Revere. Ah well, it'll still be there next time I go back to Seydanine. I think for me, my favourite cities are any Telvanni style ones. Love the mushroom motif. Yeah. It's certainly unique. I think I've always been kind of off-put on the Telvanni because they're kind of arseholes for the most part. And also, Balmorra has Revere, who is just the best person ever because he buys all my shit. I know there is Creeper and I know there is the Mudcrab Merchant, but I do also like selling skoomer and moon sugar to him. Also, fuck that, I am not selling that. I'll sell some of these because they're not... okay, one less. Max sale, offer, there we go. I usually make myself a jumping ring or two. Nice. Aldrun and Margan. Good choices. I feel like all of Morrowind houses are arsehats. Yeah, that is very true. It's politics, isn't it? You know, excuse you. He's put the Dark Brotherhood stuff on. He was the assassin all along. Caius. Let's go see Caius. Oh, and Ellie will shout at me if I don't check these boxes, actually. I mean, we'll take a bit of gold. And we'll take some more gold. And some more gold. Oh, nothing special. What about these ones? Gold, gold. There is nothing special this time. Well, there is a Restore Personality Potion. I think last time I got some enchanted throwing stars from there. Well, hopefully I ticked the box of checking them, and there's not even more that I should have checked. To be fair, there's some boxes over here. Whee. Well, there's not much of anything in there. There is a soul gem. I'll take that. I am not making anything quick, thanks. If there is nothing decent in the crates, don't take anything. They'll reset. Ah. Oh. Might be a bit late for that, Ellie. Did they not respawn if you've looted them then? Man, so many system stuff I don't know about this game. Let's go see Daddy Caius. Caius Corsides, report. So you're saying your name is casts his spells and you've been told to report to me and deliver a package? Perhaps you'll let me look at it? No. Of course, here you go. Yes, very interesting. So it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the Blades, and that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders, cast his spells? Yes. Good. Welcome to the service, novice cast his spells. Now you belong to the Blades. We're the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you'd like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now, or if you're in a hurry, I can give you some orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers. Yeah, so tell us where they are. Orders. First thing, Pilgrim, you're new and you look it. Here's 200 drakes. Go and get yourself a decent weapon, or armor, or a spell. And second thing, you need a cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common professional. Sign on with the Fighters Guild, or Mages Guild, or Imperial Cult, or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience, or go out on your own. Look for freelance work, or trouble. Then, when you're ready, come back and I'll have orders for you. Yeah, I love how he invites us to come and, use his bed next to his good skooma pipe and everything with his, him being the way he is. It's always seemed a little suspect to me. Alright, out of curiosity, what's your setup? I think you said you were running Ubuntu though. What's CPU, GPU? Also, I had to run Oblivion Remaster at 1080p to not have it destroy OBS. Well, I run everything at 1080p because the monitors are cheap. Like my little LG monitors, I think I got them for 75 quid, just basic 1080p monitors. I don't feel like I need anything bigger. I mean, if I was to ever get out bigger, I probably would get one of those weird curved ones, as long as I was able to, in software, partition it to act as multiple monitors or something. But yeah, just bog standard LG monitors. I have a... In fact, I can probably go to my system menu and find out what the processor is. It is an AMD FX8350 from 2012. And my graphics card is a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660. So, processor, very old, doesn't support a lot of modern technologies. Graphics card runs most things I throw at it, not necessarily on high settings, not necessarily always well, in the case of the Oblivion Remaster, but I kind of judged it by, can it run Fallout 4 at max settings? If the answer is yes, that was the graphics card I went for, so that's why I picked that one. If you chat to a Blades trainer and ask them about Blades trainer, they will give you free stuff if you're... Really? Oh, I should probably have paid attention to where those Blade trainers were then. Blades trainers. Look for Rithleen and Nine Toes in Balmorra. Rithleen in Calderacine, Surant and Aldrin Gideon. Cool. I need to find them then. Oh, nice. He was running an FX 8150 for like 10 years. Yeah, I was running an older one. And then I looked at like what's the best in the AM3 Plus slot. Like what is the best CPU for that, and everything pointed towards this particular one being the most powerful one they did without having to replace the motherboard, which then means replacing the RAM and everything else. So yeah, that's why I've kind of stuck with it. And CEX had one second hand for like 50 quid. So there are 3 in Balmorra. Rithleen and Tyvermain are 2 doors from Caius. Nine Toes is the lowest street from Caius. Ah, let's go see them. Who are any of them like magic trainers? Do they give me magic things? I like magic things, seeing as I'm a magic lizard. Nice, yeah. Getting old gear is always so much cheaper, indeed.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
I do not want to talk to you, so make it even quicker. That was a shit comeback. Oh dear. Don't get into an argument with the dark elf. I can't argue back.
What do you want?
Raren Radaris. Interesting name. Yeah, I mean, you know, I can't complain about the PC. The fact that it didn't cost me too much overall. I think I've probably spent about 600 quid on it, all in all, and that includes buying the graphics card when it was new for like 350 quid or so. That's probably the most expensive part in it. But I just get SSDs on Black Fridays when they're cheap. Blade trainers. The basics we can teach you won't cost much. 4 moon sugar. Oh, thanks. He's just feeding me drugs now. Athletics, illusion, and sneak. We've got a fair bit of money. Let's up his illusion. Let me have a look at my actual thing. Level. Strength 2, intelligence. Oh, they're all a bit shite, really, aren't they? Filthy Argonian. It's like, welcome to the Blades. Have some moon sugar. Oh my god. Looks like England now. Dark, grey and miserable. So Rithlin and Tyver Marlin are 2 doors from Caius. 1, 2. Should be this one. Tyverlemain. Tyre Mylin. I think. I don't know. Blade trainers. Oh, an alembic. Nice. Ooh, he sells spells. You have to get rid of that moon sugar. But your colleague just handed me this moon sugar. And I've got a nasty habit of placing it down somewhere and forgetting about it. Alright, don't let me forget it. Spells, what have you got? Calm creature. Could be useful. Burden, again, could be useful. Shield. Burden. Resist common disease, don't really need that as an Argonian. Spell absorption could definitely be useful. 200, go on then. Reflect could be useful. Feather, I think we're doing alright for weight. Jump. No, I think we're alright for the most part. STK, oops. Still here somewhere. Glad you are still here. Yeah, I can't remember if you saw, but we swapped over to Morrowind now, seeing as Oblivion's not having it. Hopefully Steam let me refund it. Ooh, enchant mysticism. We'll buff restoration, I think. Oh my god, they moved. That was creepy. Forgot if I thanked you earlier for the follow, but thanks. Oh, that's nice. I don't know why I said that quietly and weirdly. I do apologise. My mind's in like 10 different places now. I don't think I've ever discovered these blade trainers before.
I've got a few minutes if you need.
I know there's one in like a camp nearby, but... Also, I forgot my fucking moon sugar again, didn't I? Steel Curious, Steel Helm. Not massively useful for me. Long blade, block, medium armour. Yeah, we don't really need them. And we are spending a fair bit of money. Let's get my moon sugar back. Give me my moon sugar back. 45 attributes. Yeah. Might as well just sell that to Revere, I think. And then I think we will probably...
Precious, so make it quick.
Yes, everybody's time is precious. So rude. Dark elves be rude. And Nords are just weird because they constantly talk about dancing close to fires. You like to dance close to the fire, don't you? That's my Nord impression. Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Speak, traveler.
Speak, traveller. Ravir, here we go. Let's get rid of this moon sugar. There. Oh wait, he hasn't got any gold. Right. Revere, I'm gonna trust you. Right, be decent. I'm gonna leave that in your care. When you next get some gold, then you can have it. Not beforehand. Just I know it's tempting, but just look after it, and we'll come back for it later, okay? And I'll completely forget about it, no doubt. Vvardenfell Dark Elves and the Stormcloaks are basically the BNB. Yeah, you're not wrong. That is definitely true. But yeah, we're nearly at 10 o'clock now. I got carried away playing Morrowind. What a surprise. Who'd have thought that'd happen? Yeah, I am feeling pretty knackered now though, so I do think I am going to call it a night because I do have work in the morning. But thank you for everyone who has joined in on the streams today. I know it's been on and off and on and off and on and off because technical problems. What can you do? That's what happens when a game gets announced last minute and you decide to play said game last minute, and you also decide to stream the said game last minute. But we had some laughs. It was fun. I think it was all worth it in the end. One more follow from 40. Jesus, really? Wow. I hadn't realised. I don't have any of my things up on screen on this particular setup. But that is awesome. Oh man. That is really cool. Gonna turn off at Ruins 2. Nowhere as hard as I was expecting. I'm sure you can get through it though. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all the help and advice on Morrowind. Thanks muchly for the stream. Yeah, thank you for hosting everyone as well when everything buggered up at my end. Do appreciate that. So if you have enjoyed this stream, please consider dropping a follow. We need one more. Anyone. If you are catching up on YouTube, because I will stick the Morrowind part up on YouTube, definitely. So if you're watching on there, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you later. I fixed the green thing. I didn't have the green thing running. It's now there. Enjoy.